I really can't go much further without discussing the elephant in the room that was Monday Night Football and the Los Angeles Chargers and Justin Herbert. I wanted to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott and how, when it mattered the most, he missed Tony Pollard in the end zone to win the game, to put the nail in the coffin. But Justin Herbert stopped me, preventing me from doing that. He said, you know what, Mr. Garcia? I'm going to take the place of Dak Prescott this week, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Justin Herbert signed a 5-year, $262 million contract, a top 5 contract quarterback-wise in the NFL. Now, doesn't kick in for a couple more years, but for Justin Herbert, it can't go unnoticed anymore. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. I was one of those guys who said, listen, Tua Tagovailoa, is he better than Justin Herbert? And even I, still not 1,000% sure I can buy into that. Justin Herbert has it all. Big, strong, fast, accurate, mobile, great in the pocket. Sometimes you question some of his decision makings because Justin Herbert is oftentimes a little too careful. This is a take I had over like a year and a half ago. Seems like Herbert doesn't like to go off script a ton. It's really one read, two read, safe, robotic Justin Herbert, throw ball away. And again, it's not a terrible way to play quarterback. It's a very efficient, conservative way to play quarterback. But oftentimes in high leverage situations, we see Justin Herbert kind of crumble a little bit. Now, this is where I'll defend Justin Herbert. This is where I'll say Justin Herbert does deserve a little bit of slack. He's carrying this franchise. I'm not selling my Justin Herbert stock similarly to when I wasn't selling my Josh Allen stock in week 1. In week 1, people were ready to sell off Josh. That made no sense to me. That hurt my brain to even think about. People were saying Josh Allen was bad because the Jets defense was just really good. It's week 1. Weird things happen in week 1. But Justin Herbert, people were all cool with. And I said, I'm not selling my Josh Allen stock just yet. And now, I kind of dug into Justin Herbert a little. He's not great with the game on the line, although he's conservative. Those kind of things, conservative, not great with the time management, trying to get guys lined up, trying to win the game. When the game is on the line, Justin Herbert has been less than advertised. So let's just leave it at that. It's really dicey to get into when you talk about Justin Herbert and that, because again, he's got all the tangibles. Big, fast, strong, smart kid. A guy who's very mobile in the pocket, delivers strikes, and just makes your jaw drop with some of the throws he makes. But sometimes, again, a little too robotic. One read, two read, throws it away. This is where I'll defend Justin Herbert. This is where I'll explain to you that I'm not selling my Justin Herbert stock just yet, just like a lot of other people. At first, I came on here and was like, I'm going to rip Justin Herbert a new one. I'm going to rip him a new one. He was not great. He was pretty much the reason why they lost that game on the surface level, because you just look at the pick that he had to seal the game. Justin Herbert is carrying this franchise. This defense is bad. This coach is bad. So I'll say it again. Justin Herbert is carrying this Los Angeles Chargers franchise. The defense, although exceedingly expensive, is just not good. Can't get a stop. Can't stop a nosebleed. Brandon Staley is a little Cliff Kingsbury-esque, where he looks like a coach. He talks like a coach. He does command a room pretty well just with his aura. He looks like a head coach, but he's not an NFL head coach. Brandon Staley, I hate to rip into guys who have that job for a reason. Obviously, he's paid his dues. Brandon Staley is so bad at everything when it comes to a head coach. You like to see a head coach, when they come in, you can say, how good is the coach? Robert Saleh. For me, I've been highly critical of Robert Saleh. I'm like, defensive guy, can he coach? Can he motivate? What am I supposed to say about that? Robert Saleh is able to completely transform that Jets defense. He's able to motivate incredibly well. Brandon Staley can't do any of that. Brandon Staley can't get his side of the ball correct. The defense is atrocious. Brandon Staley is not good. The defense is horrible. Justin Herbert has been without Mike Williams. He's been without Austin Eckler. He just barely got Austin Eckler back. Justin Herbert is carrying this franchise. I can't completely sell my Justin Herbert stock right now without giving him a fair shake. His coach is bad. He's always having constant injuries. He's always got players injured. Keenan Allen's always got a soft tissue injury. Mike Williams is always injured, and now he's done for the year. Austin Eckler rolls an ankle. Last year's offensive line completely depleted. We saw Rashawn Slater go down. This is the problem. Justin Herbert is having to carry this franchise. So I have to table the Justin Herbert hate. I have to give him time to be able to settle into his own, get teammates, get a coach, get players that are able to surround him and help him collectively do what he does best. But for now, you can't sell your Justin Herbert stock. If you're selling your Justin Herbert stock, you're doing it without giving him a fair shake. His defense is bad. He's always dealing with injuries on his team. He never has all of his weapons aside from week 1. And Brandon Staley is just really, really bad. Ownership, not great either. They should have fired Brandon Staley last year when they had the chance and got someone else. But they could possibly, the solution to this, firing Brandon Staley and going and getting Ben Johnson. If Justin Herbert has the same problems with Ben Johnson or an offensive coordinator-esque guy who can come and be his head coach, we'll have a different discussion. But Justin Herbert is carrying this franchise. And I think you're doing a disservice by writing him off right now.